I know you can read my thoughts, boy. Meow, 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 meow. Hi, I'm the Lord, I'm Mooman, and welcome to West Coast Geeks vs. Nerds, the debate-style program where we investigate topics no one else has the guts, tenacity, or interest to investigate. The object of the show is simple: secure victory for your team's candidate using facts, obscure knowledge, and trash talk. Tonight, Bugs Bunny versus the Hulk on West Coast Geeks vs. Nerds! For Bugs Bunny, Team Geek, and your geek leader. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right, it's Andrew Lynch. It's not messing up. Just in your face. What's up, guys in the place? Rock it down the room. Shaking, quaking, Adam Dove! Make it, break it, overtime. Hey DJ, turn it up. QCD gonna burn it up. Someone is Living Myth Media, Aaron Golden! Yeah, fuck prepared intros. I don't even like those anyway. And for the Hulk, Team Nerd and your nerd herder, this debater embarrassed himself by making a web series where he pretends to be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. while talking about who the Hulk could beat in a fight for 10 minutes straight. He further embarrassed himself by getting 1 million views. He has since changed his name, grown a beard, and moved to the other side of the country to avoid recognition. This is his first public appearance in 5 years. Please give it up for Max Tennyson! In an ill-fated science experiment, he was bombarded by gamma radiation, bit by a radioactive spider, had his bones infused with nigh-invincible metal, and saw his parents murdered in front of his very eyes. By the actual concept of crime. Now he has become a very bitter, sick, dying man. It's Brent Hiroshi!
I'm feeling better.
You don't want to see her when she's angry. It's Jen Bradley! All right, pick up your D20 team leaders. It's time to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 and a 1. So
That means they lose the debate, right?
no, it means they get a round of shots. So, all right. So, Team Nerds, you didn't get it natural.
It blinks though.
It blinks. It's very nice. Team Nerd, do you care to go first or second?
Let's go first.
You're going first. All right, let's just plunge right into this.
Yeah.
So, it's time for the intro round. Please explain to me in 2 minutes' time why the Hulk is the master of destruction. 2 minutes, please begin.
When you think of the Incredible Hulk, you probably think a traumatizing, dualistic psyche or a giant behemoth that destroys everything in its path. Or maybe you think of a tacky purple pants that somehow never tear around the junk.
Hulk really does embody everything about destruction. It is his essence, his purpose. His catchphrase is literally Hulk smash. During the Planet Hulk storyline, where these powerful heroes called the Illuminati sent Hulk to another planet for being such a force of destruction on the planet Earth, Hulk destroys entire armies, even takes down an entire kingdom, where he gets named the World Breaker. On his return to Earth, Hulk destroys the moon base of the Inhumans and then continues to New York, where he tears down Stark Tower, crushes every building in the city, turns Madison Square Garden into a gladiatorial arena where he makes superheroes battle to the death. He eventually becomes so angry that his massive stomping creates an earthquake that destroys buildings all along the east coast of North America, and he was still holding back.
In Marvel Comics Presents number 52, Hulk destroyed an asteroid that's twice the size of Earth in a single blow. Also, Hulk destroyed any semblance of fashion sense in the 80s, 90s, when he exclusively wore thin-strap tank tops or quadruple deep V's.
Iron Man even needs special armor just to take him on. There is literally a company called Damage Control based around the reconstruction of superhero damage to cities. The comic has only had a handful of miniseries, and 2 of them are based solely around Hulk's destruction.
All right, let's hear it for the nerds. And I say we need to bring back quadruple deep V-necks. All right, so moving to the geeks. Geeks, it's your intro round. Please explain to me in 2 minutes' time why Bugs Bunny is the master of destruction. Please begin.
During World War I, many African Americans eagerly volunteered to join the Allied cause following America's entry into the war. By the time of the armistice with Germany, over 350,000 African Americans had served on the Western Front. As black soldiers returned from Europe after the war, and many located themselves in northern cities, Harlem gave birth to the new Negro movement. Racial pride advanced. It is a new modern generation of black leaders achieved self-directed gains in social and political realms. As a retaliation by bigoted supremacists, many racist cartoons were made depicting African Americans as naturally stupid, uneducated, and mindlessly violent. Merry Melodies made many of these horrendous cartoons, including Bugs Bunny, who was featured in a short called All This and Rabbit Stew, setting back much progress by the New Negro movement and destroying race relations of the time. In 1941,
Jumping straight to the race card. Okay.
In 1941, Warner Brothers was approached to make cartoons featuring Bugs Bunny in order to sell war bonds. Adjusted for inflation, from October to December of 1941, war bond sales were around $6.4 billion. Bugs Bunny sold war bonds, and he did it in blackface to boot. After Bugs' War Bond cartoon was released, war bond sales increased exponentially all through the beginning of 1942 up to June, when war bond sales were now at a staggering $7.9 billion. Bugs Bunny personally sold $1.5 billion in war bonds. That's enough to buy 29,411 P-51 Mustang bombers, 17,647 P-47 Thunderbolt bombers, or 187 Sumner-class Navy destroyers. That's a metric fuckload of firepower. While we're all very thankful to the Allied forces for their service, physically speaking, destruction is destruction. Back home, Bugs was encouraging families to fear their neighbors of Japanese heritage through cartoons such as Nip the Nips, where he fed grenade-filled ice cream to Japanese children, calling them fish face and squinty eye before laughing at their violent death. Acts like this encouraged internment camps by dehumanizing a minority. Bugs Bunny created a lot of very real hatred and loaded a lot of very real guns.
All right. You fucking destroy. Well, that, brilliant. Selling destruction with the power of racism. All right, and that is the intro round, ladies and gentlemen. That is the intro round. Hey, guess what's gonna happen at the attack round? I don't know. But before we get there, it's time to hand out the rebuttal tokens. The rebuttal tokens could be handed in to me at any point during the debate to instantly rebuttal something the other team has said. So, to continue with our theme that I just went to the grocery store today. Yeah.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And
Yes!
Jolly
Yes!
Green Giant for the Hulk. There we go.
Great, that's lovely.
That's
Ho,
lovely.
ho, ho, indeed.
All right, so it's time for the attack round. Nerds going first. Explain to me in 2 minutes' time why Bugs Bunny is not the master of destruction. Please begin.
It's very true that Bugs Bunny had a very early period where he was working in the World War II era to help propagate this propaganda. But much like many of the other cartoon characters of the day, including Donald Duck, he went on to become one of the most beloved characters in the history of the moving picture. He is the face of Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers, and then later went on to adorn many t-shirts worn oversized in the 90s, and is personally responsible for rebuilding the career and cultural value of Michael Jordan. Now, Bugs Bunny is a man of friendship, and while he has many somewhat antagonistic relationships with other characters in the Looney Tunes stable, he is still able to patch things together and do a song and dance to let you know that it's time to start the show. In many of his cartoons, he's actually worked actively against destruction. In the Duck Amuck cartoon, when given the godlike power of the animator. Does he use this to destroy? No, he uses it merely to create new, wondrous vistas for someone that he is merely annoying. And most notably, Bugs Bunny appeared in Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
Oh, God.
And instead of allowing a child to enter the destructive world of drugs, namely marijuana cigarettes,
Marijuana?
he led him into a responsible life and bored the shit out of everyone watching. Ladies and gentlemen, Bugs Bunny is not a destroyer, but tonight you will see him destroyed.
All right, let's hear it for the nerds. All right, so the attack round now goes to Team Geeks. Explain to me in 2 minutes' time why the Hulk is not the master of destruction. 2 minutes, please begin.
What they're basing their argument on is victim blaming. The Hulk goes out of his way to avoid trouble every single chance he gets and is consistently saving everything. They mentioned Planet Hulk earlier, where after saving the world from destruction, he was betrayed by his best friends and sent to a war-torn world where everything was chaos. Within 3 months, he managed to overthrow a tyrannical despot, forge alliances between every war-torn species on that planet, and dig into the world's mantle to realign the crust. The only time the Hulk actually causes trouble is when people bother him. And even then, he doesn't actually kill anyone. Gentlemen, if you could hand these out. Amadeus Cho, the sixth smartest
where's our
person
rebuttal
in the
token?
Marvel Universe, figured out that the Hulk has never actually killed anyone in any of his rampages. And the only time those rampages happened was when he was attacked by either his friends or his friends sent enemies that they couldn't deal with to attack him instead.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop you there. Continue handing out your propaganda if you'd like.
Now-
It seems to be
Happy
Bugs
to.
Bunny's like #1 go-to right now, so.
There are multiple different versions of the Hulk, as there are all comic book characters. However, in the mainline Hulk universe, written by Brian Michael Bendis, the Hulk is responsible for at the very least 30 deaths, if not more, if you go into some of the more realistic or Elseworlds Hulk's novels. So yes, the Hulk actually has killed many, many people, enough to be considered a serial killer.
In addition, the Maestro version of the Hulk, Hulk remains the only living being in the end, and in Hulk Marvel Comics 99, where he exists as the Maestro, his sole goal is world destruction, and he kills a shit ton of people.
That was a Porky Pigism right there.
But anyway,
Yeah, it kills a shit ton of people.
It actually goes into great lengths to establish that it wasn't a supervillain, it wasn't a superhero battle. The humans went to war with each other and nuked themselves to shit.
All right,
It's just sad.
let's hear it for the geeks. Propaganda, let me put that down.